This Vote 2008 update is brought to you by HTC. This is a News Channel 15 Vote 2008 update.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Allyson Floyd.
And I'm Jim Heath. We want to begin our local coverage by taking a look at the presidential race here in South Carolina. We have called John McCain the winner here in South Carolina. He will receive the 8 electoral votes, but Barack Obama, as we just heard, has taken Ohio and is on the verge of being the 44th president of the United States.
Let's move now to a hotly contested congressional race. Henry Brown, the Republican incumbent, taking on a Democratic challenger, Linda Kettner. And right now, Brown with 19% of the precincts reporting 59% of the vote. Still need to see some of those Charleston numbers come in, but with about 20% of the votes in, obviously Brown looking very good there. And moving now to a sales tax referendum, a local race here, Horry County, 35% of the precincts reporting, and yes, right now at 67%. Yeah, that's going to hold. That passed 2 years ago. It passes again this year after that court challenge. Looks like it's on its way to approval. Another local race in Horry County, the District 6 council race. Bob Grabowski, 57% right now with 45%, about half of the precincts reporting. Absolutely no surprise in that race. And now to District 3, where Marion Foxworth, the incumbent, is right now trailing the Republican Keith Van Winkle with 39% of the precincts reporting. Yeah, Keith Van Winkle supposedly coming out of absolutely nowhere, perhaps, to take this race. News Channel 15's Joel Allen joins us now live at the Horry County Government and Justice Center, where those votes are still being counted. And if Foxworth goes down, Joel, this is going to be a major headline of the hour. I don't think anybody saw this coming.
Absolutely not, but as you reported, fewer than half of the precincts are in, so anything can change between now and then. Earlier tonight, we also had Paul Prince trailing Ulysses DeWitt, the former councilman running for election again. Paul Prince, the Republican incumbent, he was trailing by a few hundred votes earlier tonight, but I just talked to Paul Prince just a few minutes ago. He says his numbers show him, Prince, up by about 700 votes. All that's remaining to be counted in that race is just the absentees. However, there was a record absentee turnout this year, so that could change that race. We have some very interesting county council races shaping up tonight. As you mentioned, Marion Foxworth, as of our latest numbers, was trailing Keith Van Winkle by about 130, 140 votes. Really, the big story of the night is that sales tax, what the school board is calling a tax swap. It would increase the sales tax by a penny in Horry County, but it would lower the property taxes. That one is winning by a huge margin, about 2/3 of the vote saying yes on the penny sales tax. So even though there aren't very many precincts that have been reported at this point, it really is winning very, very heavily, and it looks good at this point. Live in Conway, I'm Joel Allen. Jim, Allison, back to you.
Kind of interesting developments, Joel. We see Dick Elliott, a Democrat, holding his own. Marion Foxworth, a Democrat who's having a difficult evening for sure. We'll check back in with Joel periodically throughout the course of our evening, Allison.
Yeah, and we just have this coming in right now. Projected John Spratt and Jim Clyburn have both won their seats once again in Congress. And we will be back here in just a little bit. Stay with your political news leader for the latest here on Vote 2008.
See you in 30 minutes.
This has been a News Channel 15 Vote 2008 update. This Vote 2008 update has been brought to you by HTC.